So Southampton get us underway on this Sunday lunchtime, one of two championship fixtures to be played today. This is the headline act. As Jacob Greaves hassled straight away by Armstrong. Ryan Fraser operating in a slightly different role today on that right-hand side for Southampton. Did have a loan spell here with Ipswich once upon a time. There's Armstrong. There's Fernandez attempting to shift it infield. There's Clark. A big season for him ahead. He was fantastic in his last campaign at this level with Sunderland, but yet to really peak for Ipswich. One of the new arrivals this summer for the Saints, Joshua Quasi, the German, with ball in hand. The target is Jay Robinson. That is now going to be an Ipswich Town throw that Ben Johnson, the former West Ham man, will take. Scored in the League Cup the other night, which Ipswich eventually lost on penalties at the hands of Bromley. Jacob Greaves. Shea taking the high road. Here's Jaden Philogene, lovely control. And now trying to shake off the intention of Fraser. Quasi's header away. Philogene again. Hoisted in high. Clark on the end of it. There's Johnson. Clark. Zunu let it go. And Ipswich struggling to keep it in play. Well, he struggled for starts in the Premier League last season, Jack Clark. But he knows this stage ever so well. Tumble from the referee, which is met by the customary roar from the fans inside the stadium. Southampton, who had 40 shots across their first 2 games of the season in League and Cup. And Quasi's under pressure, and George Hurst is in. The angle tight, support arriving with Clark, deflected and in. An early breakthrough for Ipswich. Jack Clark, right in the thick of it. It may well have come at a cost for him. But a huge roar around Portman Road as Ipswich strike first. Taylor Harwood-Bellis with the unfortunate deflection, I think. Southampton getting their pockets picked. Hurst took it on. Clark was in the middle, didn't need to make a touch. That was done for him. And the unfortunate one is indeed Taylor Harwood-Bellis. Nothing that Bazunu could do. Ipswich up by a 1-0. Smonix. Johnson. Too much elevation on that. But it is the first step for Ipswich in their quest to avoid an unwanted record of 10 successive home league defeats. What a job he has done since his appointment back in December of 2021, leading Ipswich to those successive promotions. Now looking to return to the Premier League at the first time of asking. Shay Charles dumped on the deck. A player who excelled during a loan spell with Sheffield Wednesday last season. Blocked off there by Matasiwa. Robinson. Johnson standing his ground. Southampton gain a corner. He was a lively player in that comeback win over Wrexham. Jay Robinson, just 18 years of age. He's been with Southampton now since he was 12. Stevens very much in the mix. Fernandez with the corner, rather flat delivery, and drilled back in. And Armstrong sniffing, and Charles poked it in the general direction of the goal. It's been diverted behind for another Southampton corner. Fernandez to deliver. Helped on by Armstrong. Goalkeeper wasn't particularly convincing. Levered back in by Robinson. And at the second time of asking, Alex Palmer does a much better job. Johnson. Clark. Here's Smodics. Taylor. Six wins between them in the top flight last season. 4 for Ipswich, 2 for Southampton. 10 points between them at the foot of the Premier League table. Davis, gathered by Hurst. He is leading the line once again for Ipswich, George Hurst. Bellis with the challenge. 7 goals in his last 13 championship starts at Portman Road for George Hurst, but the man who is hoping to take his place is Chuba Akpom, a recent recruit but not fully match ready. Ipswich finally getting their man after what was a long drawn-out saga. Birmingham and Akpom's old club Middlesbrough were all hoping to sign him. Jayden Philogene over this set play. Interesting. Glanced wide by Hurst. broke free of the pack, Hurst, but couldn't get enough purchase on it. It started at a frantic pace, this. Bellis. And as hassled by Philogene and forced to go back. And Hurst will put the squeeze on Bazunu, and Clark will do the same to Quasi. Ipswich very aggressive in the press. And Southampton looking for a way out. Fernandez. Downs for Charles, and now possibilities for the Saints, but a space here for Wellington. Lovely turn from Robinson. Brilliantly done. And that's brilliantly defended by Ben Johnson. It's Jay Robinson up to his old tricks again, weaving his way through. We saw examples of that in the game against Wrexham. Had more dribbles than anyone else. But, his run was halted by Johnson. Another stat there that underlines just how effective Jay Robinson was a week ago. Armstrong. Tied it up nicely by Dara O'Shea. And coming together of Armstrong and O'Shea off the ball. Very happy for play to go on. Hurst. That's like a clear push from Stevens. And that is the referee's view as well. See it, just a collision really more than anything between Armstrong and O'Shea. So he's honoured to be wearing the armband for Ipswich. O'Shea, a new 5-year deal this summer, former West Brom and Burnley man. And here he is on the ball now. Johnson. Clark. Hassled by Wellington and fouled by him. Pounced on by the former Ipswich man, Flynn Downs. Charles. Fernandez losing out, and Ipswich on the break. Clark. There's Smodix. Stevens in the way. And one thing Southampton cannot afford to do is to give Jack Clark this amount of room to manoeuvre into. Stevens putting himself in the line of fire there for Southampton. Smodix hoping to combine with Jack Clark, who wasn't exactly on the same page as him. That's how the goal came about. Southampton looking to play out from the back and getting caught and paid the price. Howard Bellis putting the ball in his own net, which is why Ipswich lead by a goal to nil. And he became the youngest coach in Europe's top 5 leagues, Will Still, when he was appointed by Rams as a 30-year-old in October of 2022. Led Lens to an 8th place finish and had a notable 2-year stint with Rams, including a record-breaking 19-game unbeaten run at one stage. Jack Taylor, another who didn't feature as regularly as he would have wanted to in the Premier League last term, as Armstrong looks to try and force O'Shea into a mistake. Forward by Greaves. Wellington. And a misplaced pass from Robinson. Made his Premier League debut last season against Aston Villa, Jay Robinson. One of 4 top flight appearances for him. Well, I hope the game continues at this pace. Electrifying start so far. Fraser. Lovely touch from Fernandez, gathered by Armstrong. Wellington coming onto it. Well, Robinson, I think, may have got in his way. Lovely take on the turn from Fernandez at the start of that. You see it there. Armstrong. Neat layoff. And Robinson getting in the way of his teammate. Just one away win for Southampton in the top flight last season. It was here on February the 1st. Clark. Jacob Greaves. Eugene caught in possession. Fernandez. And delivering beautifully. And Robinson unable to cushion his header back into the path of a teammate. As Southampton looking to build again. Howard Bellis. Quasi. Fraser forced to go back to Gavin Bazunu, fully fit now after a long-term Achilles injury, and also suffered with a knee problem, the Southampton goalkeeper, whilst on loan at Standard Liège last term. Flynn Downs, who Started his career here at Portman Road, 99 Ipswich appearances. Before leaving 4 years ago. There is Phil Downs. Charles. Fernandez refusing to give it up, but Jack Taylor got enough on it and Ipswich able to clear. Well, the Saints have responded well since going a goal down. They are dominating the ball. Wellington down the line for Robinson. There's the cutback. And put behind by Dara O'Shea. Saints corner. Good run from Robinson. Three centre-halves in the equation. Cleared away only as far as Fernandez. Wellington again. Downs. It's an awkward one, that, for Dara O'Shea. Greaves in a grapple with Fraser. Wanted a free kick, they've only got a throw. Fraser for Fernandez, he's got clear of Philogene. Needed the intervention of Leif Davis there. Philogene. Siwa, who was caught late. O'Shea Charles. Siwa, who made his debut for start at Birmingham on opening night. He was left out of the cup game in midweek with a tight groin. A player that the man in the opposition dugout will know plenty about. Will Still, having coached him at Rams. Started in the Ajax academy as Siwa. Seems to be okay after that. Taylor. Over the top it goes for Smodics. Beautifully picked out, and you can see there he's taken a whack on the knee. Times his run perfectly. There's no obvious challenge on him, but maybe the way he fell there, Sammy Smodics, but concern here for a player who had his troubles last season in the Premier League, missing 16 top-flight matches, including 10 of the last 11 with an ankle problem. He was reinvented in many ways as a left winger last season. I just wonder whether he's caught himself there. But he will play a key part for Ipswich if they are to be successful this season. 4 goals in the top division last season, second only to Liam Delap. Moved on, of course, to Chelsea. Kieran McKenna taking charge of his 176th game in charge of Ipswich. He was on Manchester United's coaching staff when they beat Southampton 9-0 back in February of 2021, you might recall. Very much now a head coach in his own right, Kieran McKenna. Yeah, I think he kicks his own knee there, Smodics, which is why he required attention. Trying to side foot that in first time. Howard Bellis. A wayward ball. Howard Bellis, who's actually engaged to former Ipswich boss Roy Keane's daughter. So a bit of a link there. What that's like, having Roy Keane as a potential father-in-law. Taylor dawdling on the ball, and Downs very nearly pinched it from him. Tenacity shown by Johnson, but Ipswich turn it over again. Fernandez. He's the one who can make something happen. Quasi. Wellington delivering. And Ipswich closing the door. Brought away by Clark, and Hurst showing interest in this. Jack Stevens calmly back to Bazunu, but it's a bit of an awkward one. Greaves. Poked away by Stevens, and Greaves is out of position, and Ipswich on the retreat, and it's Ryan Fraser flying forward. The momentum halted only briefly. Fernandez. Fraser's cross, Robinson's header! Southampton 1-1. The 18-year-old drags them level. And that has been coming. Southampton have responded brilliantly since going behind. Ipswich a little short-handed. Fraser on the run. First cross blocked, but when they recycle it and it comes back the way of Fraser, he delivers a pinpoint cross. Robinson holds his run, then makes his move and heads it through the goalkeeper and into the back of the Ipswich net. He ghosted in. He's developing quite the reputation, this young man. Jay Robinson makes it Ipswich 1, Southampton 1. Phil Still will be thrilled with how his team have responded. Despite the early setback there, he refused to buckle. O'Shea. Robinson not giving Johnson an inch. Siwa, Clark. Well, both coaches saying that they are work in progress, their respective teams, and both are expected to look very different once the transfer window closes. Still plenty of movement expected, both here in Suffolk and on the south coast. Ipswich linked with several players around Europe. Southampton likewise. So we'll see whether Mateus Fernandes moves on and whether Tyler Dibbling moves on. Premier League interest in that pair. Last 15 minutes or so, Southampton 29 passes in the final third compared to Ipswich, who've had just 5. That shows you how this game has gone, how Southampton have responded. Leif Davis, can he find a way through? The answer is no. Downs. Well, Downs went to ground expecting a free kick to be given. You'll see it here. It's hold of the ball. What is the referee going to do? He has given it Ipswich's way. Flynn Downs jumping the gun somewhat. He's still in conversation with Paul Trollope, part of his coaching team. He's driven right across goal. And there was a flag. A high-ish line from the Saints. O'Shea, the one who got him behind, but went too early. Jack Clark. Taylor. Snapped up by Downs. Will still furious with that call from Bobby Madley. Booming free kick. Cleared by Harwood Bellis. Madasiwa. Gets out of a tight spot, was caught there by Charles, but Matasiwa made nothing of it. Clark. Smodek's in hot pursuit. And Vieira is forced out of Kwasi. His debut last weekend. Johnson. A late one from Wellington, right under the assistant's nose. Wellington pleading his innocence. He did arrive late. It's down to the set-piece expert, Leif Davis, to swing this one in. Philogene. It's gone for a corner. Plenty of whip on it. It's flicked only partially away by Kwasi. Shea Charles stuck out a leg to put that one out. Philogene corner. Stevens leapt and missed it. Do have some presence though, don't they, in the penalty area with the likes of O'Shea and Greaves. Smodek's chasing down Bazunu. Stevens, now in his 14th year as a Southampton player. It was his 96th minute winner against Wrexham that got Southampton the points. Bellis losing out, that could spell trouble. George Hurst goes round one and still. And Bazunu makes the save. Now it's Davis. Cross blocked by Harwood Bellis. Well, that was a let-off for Southampton. Oh, what's the goalkeeper Palmer doing there? Oh, drama at both ends. Palmer gets away with one. Just before that, George Hurst, having done all of the hard bit, could not apply the finish. Howard Bellis at his pocket, picked by Philogene. Hurst makes the opening for himself. And it's more or less straight at Bazunu. It's made easy for the goalkeeper, isn't it, the strike. Downs. Handled. Punching challenge from Wellington, that's going to bring a card. Brazilian is in the book. See why he's complaining. He's gone straight through the back of Jack Clark. Player who joined Southampton midway through last season, actually made his debut in the victory here. Well, still though looks exasperated after that decision. Johnson with the attempt to switch it. Fraser is there. Fernandez. Quasi. Zinu finding Fraser. Stevens now. Fernandez takes it on the run, but Madasiwa gets in sharply. Such a intensity to the game as Taylor goes on the surge. He's got away from Howard Bellis, but illegally so in the eyes of the referee, who is not making himself popular with both sets of supporters. That's harsh. Howard Bellis knew he was in trouble there. He's falling to the ground. And it's Taylor who's come off on the wrong end of that decision. Taylor is booked. Referee happy to let that one go, despite the fact that Downs was having his shirt pulled. Robinson, scorer of Southampton's equaliser. Wellington. Clark with eyes on him. Corner. Driven in by Wellington. Back in from Fraser. Now Charles. And Armstrong is down on the turf, looking in the referee's direction. Davis. Philogene. Drop of the shoulder from Philogene. Well, the referee could quite easily have given a free kick there. He decided not to. It is fair to say that Bobby Mantley is testing the patience of the supporters and the two managers. This time Southampton get the decision. 3 additional minutes to be played in what has been a breathless, pulsating first half of football in Suffolk. Armstrong. This is Fraser, and he's got Leif Davis for company. Well, this was the earlier one. Armstrong, a wrestling match with Matasiwa. Bit of this, bit of that for me. Bobby Madley not interested in giving anything for this. But Armstrong, who spent last season, the second half of it at least, on loan at West Bromwich Albion, 24 goals for Southampton. And they won promotion season before last, got the decisive goal in the playoff final. And the man who got the goal for them today is Jay Robinson, looking to make inroads, but no success that time. Oh, hang on, it's been brought back for a Saints free kick. And another card. Matasiwa is booked. All I will say is there's been some strange decisions in this game. So Matasiwa joins teammate Jack Taylor in the referee's notebook. Certainly the home fans less than diplomatic with their view on the performance of Bobby Madley thus far. Tossed in there by Fernandez. Howard Bellis on the end of it. And Stevens was threatening to finish it off. Davis. Jayden Philogene. O'Shea. Johnson. Stopped in his tracks by Wellington. Smolleck's looking to sniff something out, but Bazunu is there to claim. And that is the last act of what has been a breathless first half of football between these two former Premier League clubs, looking to bounce back at the first time of asking after relegation. Taylor, Howard Bellis putting through his own net early on, but Jay Robinson came up with Southampton's equaliser. Terrific first half of football at the break. 1-1 at Portman Road. Ipswich in the traditional blue shirts, ready to get us underway. And he'll be very happy with how his side responded, while still having gone behind early. They got stronger the longer the game wore on. Let's see what we have in store in this second half. And it's barely seconds old, and a free kick given here by Bobby Madley. It is safe to say that the fans felt some of his decisions were questionable in the opening period. Leif Davis, an opportunity to ask a serious question of the Saints here on this set-piece situation. It's another good ball in and headed over. Jack Taylor on the end of that one. Such a weapon. Leif Davis in situations like that. Taylor, if anything, just got underneath it. Siwa to tidy things up. Philogene. Oh, lovely from Hurst, and that's not a bad-looking ball, and Smodics has put Quasi in trouble. Sammy Smodics! Off the inside of the post and into the grateful arms of Gavin Bazunu. Ipswich a lick of paint away from restoring their lead. Stevens. Fernandez, neat turn. Charles will go for it. And is some way off with that strike. Still looking for his first goal for the club, Shea Charles. That was wonderful play from George Hurst to send Smodics on his way. Zunu well beaten, and Smodics left cursing his luck. Clark. Whipped in and Quasi's there. Armstrong to Fernandez. Fraser. And that is a crucial interception from Greaves. And the second half has picked up from where the first half left off. As these two continue to trade blows. Charles. Harwood-Bellis. Fraser not hanging around. Eugene shielding the ball away from Harwood-Bellis. Southampton steal it back. It's Robinson, he's got one already. It needed the block from Greaves to take the sting out of that strike. Clark feeding it neatly inside, Smodics. The outstretched leg from Stevens, oh, and the acrobatic try from Philogene. Swift move down the Ipswich right this time. Smodics looking to turn provider. Philogene going for the spectacular here. It's like a basketball game from one end to the other. Downs. Fernandez. Wellington. Some challenge by Matasiwa. That is a free kick, and it is worth remembering is already on a yellow. As well, Matasiwa. Here's Fernandez having a look at this. Having a little peek through the wall there, Fernandez. He goes for it, always rising. Question is, will he still be a Southampton player by the time the window closes? West Ham, one of several clubs interested in him. Southampton pressing aggressively with Charles. Quasi lining this one up. Lumped out. Swing and a miss from Wellington, and Smodics has pounced. Off he goes. A lot of work to do here. Smodics making a beeline for the box. And Wellington recovered well in the end. He's a hard man to keep pace with, Sammy Smodics, as Southampton have just found out. Johnson. Clark takes over. He's a player desperate to make up for lost time, Sammy Smodics, given his injury woes at the back end of last season. As Wellington was able to get a boot on it and take it out of his path. Ipswich looking for their first home point of the calendar year. They didn't play a pre-season game here before the championship began. Davis. Downs almost got there. It's been a little risky from both teams in terms of their approach on occasion this afternoon, playing out from the back. Gets the break of the ball, spotted the gap and moves through it. And measures the ball in behind, looking for Smodics. Quasi got something on it, but Hurst was looking to threaten when it came his way. And we are going to see a change. Manning is coming on. And Wellington has gone off. Wellington on a yellow card from the first half, and Ryan Manning, who scored that stunning free kick on the opening weekend against Wrexham, is now with us. Need to be wary of giving free kicks away in and around the edge of the penalty area, because Ryan Manning is a set-piece specialist. Zunu hassled again by Smodics. Seawer nicking it from Armstrong. And, Armstrong left his mark on Seawer, which is why play has been brought back. Has been boxed in. He's got Stevens offering support. Greaves. Greaves on the ball now. He made the championship team of the season 2 years ago whilst at Hull. As Armstrong yet again closes Palmer down, and you would think that sooner or later he's going to get something, Armstrong. He is forever in the face of Alex Palmer when he's looking to play out from the back. Philogene receiving it from Hurst. Shea Charles. It's not been the most comfortable afternoon for Harwood Bellis in particular of that Southampton back three. The own goal and a mistake that very nearly cost his team in the opening half when he tried to dribble out from the back. O'Shea lifting one into the path of Davis. We've had 2 goals in this game. It's pretty safe to assume that we will see more. The way that this game is toing and froing. Taking his time. Hurst. Good ball. Johnson. Plenty in blue in the middle. Smodics will try and play it across now. Quasi in the way. Ipswich corner. Well, those in blue have certainly stepped things up in this second half. Intelligent play from George Hurst to open things out. There were 3 waiting in the middle. And Smodics receives it. Quasi was there to shut him down. Corner is a deep one. Shea disappointed that he didn't make more of that, but he might get a second bite because Ipswich have another corner. Bent in from Philogene. All it needed was a meaningful touch. The pace was such that Any kind of contact may well have resulted in a goal here. Nothing wrong with that delivery at all. You can see the frustration etched on the face of Jayden Philogene. I've done much more, really. Forward by Kwasi. Taylor. Manning. Zunu looking for Fernandez, but it was a telegraph pass that Greaves pounced upon. Charles, cheaply given away again. Oh, it was the right idea from Johnson. Played it on the inside of the left wing-back Manning. But Clark failed to read it. I think Clark just wanted it into feet, but Johnson tried to give him a head start by putting the ball in front of him. Let's see what tangle with Armstrong. Philogene. Armstrong goes down yet again, nothing doing. Well, he's letting more go in this second half, Bobby Madley. O'Shea. Clark has lost out. Kwasi under pressure. He's put the ball out of play. He was looking for Ryan Manning. Well, teething problems for both teams, as there will be for many in the early weeks of the championship campaign. He's tossed over the top, and Hurst has got in behind, and he's looking for options in the middle. Philogene is the only one in there. Smodic's arriving now, and Leif Davis is up from the back as Clark looks to cross. Johnson. Kept in by Clark. Who showed too much of that to Shea Charles. Ipswich looking for that little bit of quality in the final third. Matsuki being prepared by Southampton. Leave it in deep. Davis on the end of it. And into the gloves of the Zunu it goes. Cameron Archer as well, poised and ready. Fraser. Fernandez. Manning feeding Robinson, who's got clear of Johnson. Good strike, good save from Palmer. Well, he's quite the talent. Jay Robinson just finds these little pockets of space. He breezes beyond Johnson very easily indeed. Alex Palmer had that near post covered. Fernandez's corner. I have to say his corners have not been the best. That's a better delivery though. Plenty in blue back there. Robinson in a race here with Davis. And much to the annoyance of Kieran McKenna, that's been given as a Southampton throw rather than an Ipswich one. Still holding off on those changes for now at least. Downs. Taken on by Fraser. Easily gathered by Palmer. Taylor goes long. Bellis is there, Davis nips in ahead of Fraser. Still Leif Davis goes. Philogene takes over. Davis crossing. I just feel like they're building up some momentum here, Ipswich. Will Still is ready to freshen things up for Southampton. Jay Robinson, who headed Southampton level, on the end of a sumptuous cross from Fraser. He is going off. He's got a long walk back to the Southampton bench. Kuyu Matsuki rather, is on. And so too is Cameron Archer, and Mateus Fernandez withdrawn. So it is a league debut for Matsuki. And come on from the bench in the League Cup against Northampton in midweek. Armstrong. Charles feeding it wide for Manning. Steered out by Greaves. Chaplin waiting in the wings for Ipswich. Archer. It's going to be a trio of changes. Benny also coming on. Jens Kayuste will also be introduced. Jordan Philogene departs. Jack Taylor likewise. Now Chaplin into the action. Jack Clark is the other who's gone off. Josie Ogbeni, who missed most of last season with a torn Achilles, he's been eased back into action. And a warm reception for Jens Kayuste, who is back for another loan spell from Napoli. He proved hugely popular with Ipswich last season. And another player who actually played for Will Still with French club Reims. Chaplin getting booed, presumably due to his links with Portsmouth. And now that's a misplaced header and a collision between Bazunu and Smodics. Ipswich were convinced they were going to get a penalty. It's gone the other way. Stevens will header back towards Bazunu. Smodics had every right to go for it. And the man in the middle is the target for a fair amount of hostility from the home support. Bazunu, no doubt, will be a relieved man. I'm sure his heart skipped a beat there. And, for his troubles, another war wound for Sammy Smodics. Will be a talking point, though, no doubt, in the aftermath. Sidewinder road pass out to Smodics. Howard Bellis unable to deal with it in the way that he wanted to. Chaplin attempting to combine there with George Hurst. Cameron Archer. Archer putting the squeeze on Johnson. Is indeed forced. Manny. Pushed into the path of Cameron Archer, but plenty in blue back there to cope. Chaplin. Well, the Southampton fans enjoyed seeing Connor Chaplin challenged robustly there by Shea Charles. Former Portsmouth player Chaplin, Southampton's South Coast rivals. Downs. And the first time today this game has lost its way a little. It's been a high-octane affair. It's simmered down in recent minutes. The commitment, the desire from both is still there, but in terms of goal-mouth opportunities, They have been few and far between in recent minutes, although there could be another one here. And again, it's from a team that's trying to play out from the back. Downs. Fraser. Chaplin. An opportunity for Ogbene to go on a run. And it's some run. Corner ball. There was no surprise that Kieran McKenna took off Jack Clark and Jayden Philogene. He did say before the game that he'd get as much as possible out of them, but he knew he'd have to make changes in those wide areas. And Ipswich were the kings of late goals the last time they were at this level, as Davies swings it over, and it took the knuckles of Bazunu to deal with it, but the whistle had gone just prior. Mind you, in saying that, Southampton were very handy of scoring late as well the last time they were in the second tier. As I mentioned right at the start, there does tend to be a late goal when these two are involved as well. So I suggest you do not move yet. Kayuste to Siwa. Chaplin, good ball. Johnson. Oh, Smodics couldn't reach it. Davies will. The angle against him. Johnson with a cutback just out of Smodics' reach. Davies took it on. Wrap his foot around the ball enough. Atsuki. Kayuste quickly on the scene to give Flynn Downs a problem. Well, it's been a championship game in every sense of the word. Two teams going at it, plenty of effort, plenty of commitment, challengers flying in. What you want as a football fan. Davies with plenty of targets to hit as Tyler Dibbling gets ready for Southampton. Johnson. Away by Charles. Oh, it's belted back to Alex Palmer, but there's a foul there by Armstrong. See, we're guiding it back to Palmer, and Armstrong made his mark on the Ipswich player. Tyler Dibbling, who's been reintegrated into the first team setup this week. He had been training away from the first team squad. Not in the right frame of mind, according to Will Still, but in the last few days he's been back involved again. Everton circling, reportedly have had numerous bids rejected already. But, Tyler Dibbling is going to play his part in this. Sugawara will be coming on as well. It looks as though he might be. This one remains in the balance. Ryan Fraser's afternoon looks to be ending early. So Sugawara will come on and replace him down that side. Adam Armstrong is the other to make way. The 19-year-old Tyler Dibbling, for the first time this season, steps onto a football pitch for Southampton. Such a huge talent. Confirmation of Yukinari Sugawara's introduction as well there. Tyler Dibbling being serenaded by those Saints supporters. We've entered that territory now where the next goal could be decisive. Sugawara. Dibbling. Quasi. This is Ryan Manning. Pursued by Ogbeni. Clipped on his heel by the looks of that, Ryan Manning. Matsuki in a tussle with O'Shea. Stevens. Lifted forward by Sugawara, Archer underneath it. Kieran McKenna, as you can see, is ready to make more changes. So move into the last 5 minutes. Ashley Young is going to come on. Ben Johnson withdrawn, so that'll be a straight swap at right back. And Ashley Young, now 40 years young, is on for Ipswich. And Cameron Humphreys is on for Azor Matasiwa. Davis. Smodic's picking up the bits of Harwood Bellis. on by Dibbling. Davis lets it run for the Ipswich throw. Humphreys. Enough quality out there on both sides to win this, should they want to. Has hit a scrappy phase. And that's a nice ball. Benny's got there, he's got support coming in as well. Kayuste! Vital block from Stevens. Now it's Connor Chaplin! Well, Ipswich came knocking. Chaplin starting this raid. Great ball out to Ogbene. Pulled back into Kayuste. And Chaplin was off target. And his next goal for Ipswich would be his 100th in the league. For his current club, Connor Chaplin. Davis, a little stumble. Now here's Hurst. Downs. Done by Charles. Archer underneath this one. Dealt with by Greaves. Sugawara. Dibbling. So into the 90th minute we go. It remains locked at one apiece. Archer showing interest in this, he's got there. Charles delivering. Away by Ashley Young, and there's Quasi. Good contact, but it didn't have the accuracy on it. And how far off was it? I suspect it was by a distance. It certainly was. About to find out how much additional time we're going to get. Palmer taking a risk again with Dibbling close by. Here come the home side again. Ogbene. Got another go here, perhaps. 5 additional minutes being played. Ashley Young. Amazing to think that when Ashley Young made his senior debut, the Southampton manager Will Still was just 10 years old. Still going strong, brings plenty of experience to the table, of course. And here he is, the veteran. Greaves. His heels tapped by Dibbling. And this presents an opportunity for Ipswich in added on time. Jacob Greaves will take up station inside that Saints penalty area. He'll be one of the targets that Leif Davis will be aiming for. Up it goes, and a chance, and put over. Connor Chaplin. One of the smallest on the field, but climbing high. Difficult for him to squeeze it in from there. A guy who has scored in all 4 divisions of English football, Conor Chaplin. Southampton left it very late against Wrexham. They got another late goal up their sleeve. Swaddock's dropping into defensive mode. Downs, Charles. Acres of space here for Ryan Manning. Manning's got there, twisting this way and that. But Benny recovered well. So too does Manning to put Southampton back on the ball. Downs. Howard Bellis. Sugawara back for Dibbling. Charles rising for it, Archer's in there. Ipswich dig it out, but holding on in the closing stages. Southampton have thrown plenty up for this. Held in there by Quasi. There's a foul on Ashley Young, I think. John Madley has spotted it. And a flare-up between Shea Charles and Ashley Young. Madley's got his card out. Yellow for Shea Charles. Well, in the main, this has been a rip-roaring affair. Is there to be a late twist? Davis. Only seconds left. Leave it in there, nodded down by Chaplin, gathered by Bazunu, and that is it. A terrific advert for Championship football between 2 of the heavyweights expected to be in the race for automatic promotion. For Ipswich at least, they are on the board. Southampton's unbeaten start continues. Taylor Howard-Bellis putting through his own net on 4 minutes, cancelled out by Jay Robinson on 29. In the last 15-20 minutes, it lost its way a little bit, but all in all, a really absorbing contest and a really enjoyable spectacle. And in the sunshine in Suffolk at Portman Road, it ends Ipswich Town 1, Southampton 1.